Hello, and welcome to our lesson about authorizing, our mini lesson on authorizing. Keep in mind that we talked about authorizing earlier this year when we were doing our OWP writing. Authorizing has to do with giving credit to the people who are the experts. Okay. So when you're looking at your writing into the day from the last 3 weeks, that would be the they say section. Those are the places that you're going to pull quotes and things from to support your claim about toddlers and technology in your kernel essay. When we do that, think all the way back to the Atwoodian table where we were sitting there metaphorically at the table with all of these experts, all of these people who had some kind of important role with the issue that we were discussing. In this case, it's toddlers and how much technology they're exposed to. So we need to, when we're writing our essays, we need to remember that we have to tell our readers not only who the people are that are saying these things, but why they matter. Why do they deserve a seat at that table? So just saying their name is not enough. We need to give our readers that background information of who are these people and why do they have something important to say? Why are they an authority figure on this topic? And in this case, once again, that's the toddlers and technology use. So let's look at this next slide. This one goes all the way back to the very first thing we looked at, which was the drones. Okay, so this is taking you right back to that Atwoodian table. And we've pulled some quotes from some of those experts that were at that Atwoodian table. And the first thing we want to do is just look at these examples. What do you notice about the use of authorizing in the examples? So what I want you to do at this point, because we can't do this in class like we normally would, is I want you to pause the video and I want you to look at the different examples. And if you have a parent or a sibling nearby, look at it with them and see if there are any patterns that you notice. Things that show up in every single one of these examples. They might be in different places, but you see it in every single example because this is really what we're going to be looking at. So pause the video and see if you can find some things that you notice happening over and over again in these examples. Okay, now hopefully you've paused the video and taken a chance to read through these 3 examples and really look at what are some things that we see in each one of these. And obviously, if we were in class, this is where we would start writing them on the board and pulling things out and talking about them. Since we can't do that, I am going to show you some of the different ways that they are organized. So, there are some different stems and frameworking that you can use in order to authorize. The first quote, number 1, used this one right here: name, title, signal phrase, and then quote. So we're going to go back up to that slide and we're going to look at this. And I'm going to use my pen and I'm going to underline these things with some specific colors. I want you to pay attention to what colors I use because you're going to be doing this on your paper. So first of all, the first thing we notice is in this one is the name, Ian Weston. So we're going to underline or highlight that in blue. What is the next thing that we see? The next thing that we see is called the title of the person. So what are they known for? Why are they experts? And in this case, he's the executive director of the American Trauma Society. So you're going to underline that or highlight that in orange. The next thing that you see is what we call a signal phrase. And that's what signals to us that we're moving into something that was said by someone else. So here, that's just the word said. This is pointing out to your reader that you didn't say this, someone else said this. Okay? And then the last piece to this one is the actual quote. This is the part that is word for word taken from what Ian Weston said. Notice there are quotation marks around it. Okay, I'm going to run out of time on this video, so I'm going to go ahead and make a part 2. Make sure you look at that one because we're going to look at examples 2 and 3. Okay,